just say yes with no strings attached, there'll never be true reform. And there is not a soul that won't say just exactly what the governor laid out. It's broken for providers, it's broken for the hospitals, it's broken for the people who are receiving it, and if we can put some market-based incentives where people have to have some responsibility for themselves, like going and having your annual physical, having certain tests done, having a small copay so you have investments, will never reform the system. I see it as pouring money into a broken system. If you just say yes with no strings attached, you'll never have any leverage. The only way we have leverage is to do what we're doing right now.
What about the hospitals next year?
Well, I know there are some that will be hurting. There's no doubt about that. There will be some that can close, but they're market-based, again, plays into that. Maybe there are some that need to be closed. I don't know. But at the same time, to simply say that we're going to hand over a check with no sense or expectation of reform is just not the way to do this.
Well, I think first and foremost, we are blessed to have a governor that is so bright and thoughtful. He really has spent hours and hours working with the federal government in order for them to allow him to truly reform health care and to develop to have the flexibility to have a cost-efficient program here in the state of Tennessee. And the federal government denied that. And so because of that, we just feel like we don't want to take money for a system that simply cannot be maintained, either at the federal level or the state. And it's money that's just not how we fiscally manage at this state. We don't start a program knowing year 4 we're not going to be able to fund it. That's not how we fiscally have maintained the credibility of our state government. So I think the governor was actively pursuing, I think he will continue to pursue, the needed flexibility to truly reform health care in this state.
It makes a lot of conservatives happy. It does, because a lot of conservatives look at Washington and they see a catastrophe a few years down the road in not being able to pay our bills. We're printing money, we're borrowing 40% of every dollar we spend, and then we go in debt on that. And the governors looked at the long-term financial health and what's best for Tennessee and made this decision.